the dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A first down carry for Barkley. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run with Barkley. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Hey, Silver.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And got his man complete. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 64 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Another try for Barkley. Oh, a good move at the 5. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the quarterbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both...
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker, 70 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley, and he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Throwing is Hurts.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Ready up. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Tackled that time by Derek Hall.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
70 range. 70 range. 70. Come 19. Come 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Turn. Turn. Right there. Right there. Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Throw out wide to Walker.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
18 rattle. 18 rattle.
They'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's got the first down and more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, easy, 63, pass.
Again, it's Barkley. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Hey! 63.
Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Gets through, and now an opening. Still going. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Trap 60.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6.
18, Pioneer. Here we go.
They'll set up a throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Check Bobcat. Dragon 60. Go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 8. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Well, we saw plenty of throws like this on Saturdays in South Penn last year. This one results in a first down here.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
kickoff for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Oh, look at the juke. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
67 yards rushing for him now, as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Second down and 3.
Great.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
That is caught.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Motion man is Schwartz.
It's Barkley on the counter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Second and 5.
They'll look to throw here.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate that feels pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Walker with another carry.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a